So right now, we're adding an extra day to our trip. Just got done with a YouTuber. He has an area next to the forest. And I'm gonna set up equipment. Here's his water tank. That's not where I'm setting it up. I still have quite a bit of ways to go, as you can see. And then once I'm over that ridge, I still have to go a little bit down and set gear up where I think a suitable spot is at. So, needless to say, I got a bit of a hike behind me, but the investigation continues. That's the most important thing. As you can tell, I'm out of breath. I jogged all the way up here. I'm gonna go up this hill right now and see what I can find. So obviously it's a bit higher hike than I expected, but I don't know if you can tell, but I did find what appears to be an animal path. So I'm gonna start taking that and see where it leads me. For those of you that don't know, I am an animal tracker, and that's how I knew this would be a path. I have a feeling I might have to cut up right about there and go up. I was correct on the path. It does appear to have a side trail that goes up. Still not identifiable what animal it is, but it does kind of appear with the broken stuff that there's a path that goes straight up from here. When I figure out exactly what animal it is, I will definitely update you. It's a little hard to tell. Part of me wants to say mountain lion judging from this track, but it's unusual. So anyways, I'll keep you updated. There are currently some areas that I'm literally having to crawl through. My knees are wet. I'm a little wet. Definitely worn out and tired. It's a tall hill. But I know I'm not going to find any answers near the road. Which is why we're at the top of this area. I'm going to find me a good clearing where I can post up videos. I thought this was pretty interesting. Look at this. A clear path. It hasn't been this clear until I got to the top. So, it does look like there might be some side paths. Like I said, I'm getting pretty wet, having to crawl on my knees. But I'm gonna follow this more towards the top and see if there's gonna be a good spot I can put my cameras. Hopefully we catch something. This close to the road, I don't think so, but you never know. I don't know if you can see it right there, but wow, massive. This appears to be a mountain lion. All of you trackers probably know what I'm looking at. The indentation, almost cat-like. Hard to tell on video. It looks more definitive on in person, as I'm sure a lot of you know. Path still goes up. I'm going to continue to follow it. We are about at the top now, as you can see. There's still space to go. I don't think I'm going to take that path on the right. I actually think I'm going to go through that little tunnel right there. It just seems more recent, judging from the tracks. But as you can see, we're pretty far up here right now. Of course, this is what I have. I'm not a gun user. I believe whatever I come across should have a fighting chance, so that's just my way. the tunnel. Obvious reasons. I'm crawling on my knees. Not really anywhere to stand up here. I always worry about coming across wild animals in these areas. Like, for instance, what if I came across a mountain lion? Yeah, I can stab. But in such a small enclosed area, really, what chance do I stand? I think I'm able to stand up here. We're pretty deep right now. Okay, we're finally able to stand. I counted about maybe 8 spots I had to crawl. We're pretty much at the top. I think I hear one of the locals yelling to make sure I'm okay. I might have to yell back. I'm gonna have to listen for a second. Give me a minute. I'm up! Let them know I'm okay. They're pretty concerned about me coming up here, but you know, if you want real footage, this is the kind of stuff you gotta do. I'm okay! I'll be down shortly! Sorry about that. But the top is like right there. I want to go to the tip and then point my cameras down the hillside, see what kind of weird shit we can catch. I know this is kind of unrelated, but I thought this was kind of cool. Appears to be termites on this tree. Somewhat back to crawling again, but I'm thinking over here is going to be our spot to set up gear. I do hear some kind of bird off in the distance. Haven't necessarily heard any predators yet. I hear the local yelling for me to come down now. He's obviously worried. I don't know what he's seeing or hearing, but he's obviously worried about me. And I'm thinking, see this tree, how it's exposed? I think that's termites, but this definitely looks like a good area. So this is where we're gonna set up cameras. And I'm thinking, hell, I don't know, maybe right there or there. There's a good spot, I think. I don't know how exposed that is, but looks like there's a split off with 2 trails. So, I don't know, I think right about here is where we're going to set up gear. So I decided instead of this tree, because it's too big, to hook it to this tree. As you can see here, I still have an image of this area. I think it's a good spot. I could be wrong. The local is still yelling for me. Not 100% sure what that's about. Maybe he's just scared for me. I have shown him quite a few images, had quite a few conversations with him. So it could just be that, or maybe he sees something, and maybe even hears something. Either way, I have quite the hike down to find him. So I'm going to try to just slide downhill and go as quickly as possible. Hopefully he didn't hear or see like a mountain lion. I would probably definitively say currently I'm more scared of those than I am like a cryptid, which is obviously what we're hoping to expose. Sorry about that, just fell. But we do seem to have a bit of a path. Oh, here we go. Any of those that know, that definitely looks fairly fresh. I'm guessing a couple days old at best. But obviously something fairly large came through here. I don't see nothing else. I don't hear anything. Could have just been an animal, probably an animal, but hopefully my cameras catch something. Wow, massive laying area. I'm guessing a bear, but I could be wrong. I don't know if you can see how that's all flattened down over here too. Something definitely came through here. Look at that big ass print. Big. Huge, dude. This is crazy. Even if all I catch is like animals, that's still kind of like that's a big deal. So, you know, how often do you come across mountain lions and bears in the forest? Something big. Possibly an animal. Clearly visits these guys every so often. There's clear paths up here. Well, I'd be really excited if we catch some wild stuff on video. Hello, that is fresh. See how it's upside down? That is fresh. Matter of fact, look at that break. Guess that's about a day old break. Pretty cool. Okay, well, it looks like we have appeared to finally make it to the bottom. Obviously, there's some trails here. I'm guessing old animal tracks. That one looks pretty big. Funny, I stopped on that one. There's another big one. Another big one. Any tracker that's seeing this stuff. Okay. Well, we made it, guys. We're back on the main path. Let me give you a little look-see. Just so you can see what I'm looking at. Obviously, I ran up there. It's quite a ways. The main path actually only took me so far. I had to hike quite a distance, but the good thing about going up is going down is a lot easier. More to come. If you like these little adventures, click like, subscribe, and I hope to give you guys the truth. None of our content is AI or altered in any way. I post it as is. Sometimes I zoom in, but otherwise it's unaltered. So